Hello, I'm RJ City, and you are listening to the MonsterCast. You're going to talk about Bela Lugosi. They're going to talk about Lon Chaney Jr. be so sad, holding his hat, saying, "Please put me in this room and don't unlock the door." And you can't do any better than the Dahl brothers. Jack and Ryan, they're brothers, but they're also bros. What? Pardon? Wrestling. Well, who the hell wants to talk about wrestling? These are horror movies. It's a deep genre. It's a smart genre. Fantastic actors. Fantastic cinematography. Wrestling is just sweating and fireworks and bouncy ropes. There's nothing. How can you talk about that every week? All right. Let's see them try. Take it away, you crazy dolls.
What's up, you guys? Sean Ross Sapp, Fightful here. You're watching the MonsterCast with Jack and Ryan. A big shout out to those fellas. Good people. Check them out.
Jake and Brian. Brandon Cutler here from AEW, and I hope you guys have an awesome podcast with the MonsterCast. What was that? Your name is Jack and Ryan? Shut up, Jack and Ryan.
Wrestling podcast? How fucking original.
I guess you're welcome.
Here's your host of the MonsterCast, the Straight Edge Monster Jack and Ryan.
Hello everybody, welcome to Predictions Sure to be Wrong from yours truly, the MonsterCast. I'm the Straight Edge Monster. That over there is Ryan. I'm Jack. Well, let's put up the prediction records real quick. I don't even know if I've updated these actually now that I think about it. I think I did though. Let's find out. Here we go. Prediction records are for 2023, 38-10 for me, 35-13 for Ryan. That sounds right? Let me look, because I do have them on my notepad. Those numbers sound accurate. We're only in May now. We're only in May, so like that sounds pretty accurate, honestly.
I think I gained a couple on you on night one, and then it evened back out. So that sounds right. If we're doing like Russell, if we're going back
when we did like fucking 3-4 different shows or whatever.
WrestleMania weekend.
Yeah. I think that's the last time we actually did. I think that's the last time we actually did. There we go, predictions. Let's see.
Well, that's the last pay-per-view there was.
No, that's 2022 records. 2022 records, we're almost up on that anyway because we've already done pretty much more prediction shows. Plus, they've had more matches, obviously. But
yeah,
you're gonna have Forbidden Door 2 and All In coming up too. So like,
there's more.
Gonna be even more on top of their actual shows. I mean, so like 2022, the records were 57-34 for you, 66-25 for me, which is why you see the prediction championship underneath my cam right now. Let's see if I go all the way down. Yes, those are the updated records. 38-10 for me, 35-13 for Ryan. So, we're hitting up WWE Backlash this time. 7 matches, which means we will have a winning or losing record. It is an odd number of matches, so you will have either more or less wins. You can't tie on this one. No going even. This is going to be awesome.
Sure,
but the problem is that I have no idea what the fuck they're going to do because, one, they're in Puerto Rico, so you got to keep that in mind. Are they actually going to do anything, or is it going to be a glorified house show?
Or a glorified Saudi show.
Yeah, that too. Saudi show, but with fans that actually know what's going on. And then you have... you do have a decent amount of title matches, though. I'll give them that.
Yeah.
For 7 matches, I think 4 of them are titles. 3 of... 1, 2, 3. 3 are titles. Yeah, so that's not too bad. So we're going to get right into it right quick right here. First off, we're going to start off with the match that made no sense and call everybody surprised of why the fuck this is happening. And that is obviously Seth Rollins versus Omos. And I don't know where this came from. Don't know why it's happening. They had literally like a 2-minute thing to build it while Seth Rollins was secretly trying to fucking build himself to the new world title over on Raw. Wasn't even really paying attention to Omos. Omos isn't even on Raw. He's a fucking free agent. So I don't know exactly what this is one of those matches where I really do not know what the fuck they're gonna do. I would personally have Seth Rollins win it because I'm trying to make Seth Rollins my champion on Raw if I'm WWE, but I don't know how they think because they're always doing something stupid. So I'm still gonna pick Rollins here anyway. But I would not be shocked at all if Omos won it, and then that was his way to get like in this dumbass tournament that they're gonna start doing for the triple threat matches, the new WWE World Title X Division, where all of them are triple threats and shit. That's supposed to start on Monday, I believe. But I'm gonna go Seth here, just because I honestly don't know, and I would rather have Seth win because if you paid attention to our last full episode, I really want this title to mean something, and it's not going to mean anything unless Rollins wins it.
Yeah, I'm also picking Rollins, but my logic on it's a little bit different. If you look at who else got picked up as free agents, it's guys that historically they haven't done shit with, and they're the guys that are not going to get pushed. It's Ali, Ziggler, stuff like that. And Omos is also a free agent that moves between the brands or whatever, and that to me says we've decided that we're just gonna have this guy maybe squash some people sometimes and the rest of the time get fucking jobbed. I do not see them having just been a free agent with the other crowd of free agents going over Rollins, who they clearly want to do more with. So yeah, I'm also picking Rollins on this.
I honestly wouldn't have a problem with the Omos thing being a free agent if they actually let him win or had more DQ or count out finishes type deal where you can kind of protect, kind of like with Andre, right? It would be like a special attraction type deal, and you go back and forth between brands, and you just plug him in where somebody else doesn't have a feud going on. That's kind of a higher upper mid card guy, to main event guy. But you have to have him win some matches that are not against the local talent. I mean, like, you're gonna eventually have to have him win. I just would not do it right here. One, Puerto Rico loves Seth Rollins. They're gonna be singing his fucking song throughout the entire match. You're not even gonna be able to fucking hear anything else, pretty much. And then two, with the tournament coming up, it just makes way too much sense to have Rollins have some kind of momentum going into that tournament, not killing it all right before it even starts. If they are indeed going to have him in a triple threat match the following night. I'm just hoping he doesn't accidentally get hurt here and then get taken out of the fucking tournament completely, which is what I'm worried about for a lot of people. Not because of the other person being unsafe, just because, you know, that's how it usually works. Something's going to happen. You got fucking, what is it? Four triple threat matches over this next week after this pay-per-view. But you have this show literally a day before the first two take place. And we already know Rollins is going to be in one of those two matches. It's impossible not to be.
Yeah. As far as Omos getting used or like them putting him on different stuff or whatever, I can take it or leave it. I don't care. They've already kind of ruined his whatever like mystique or threat he would have by having him lose to the people they've had him lose to. As frequently as he's lost. He's got to loss to fucking Braun Strowman. Like, it's not somebody that you're gonna take seriously moving forward. That's not his fault. He doesn't do anything wrong. I think he could chill out on some of the fucking giant yell bullshit. That's boring. And he seems really interesting and has he has a lot of personality outside of the ring. When you see him on like the up, down, down, and some of the backstage stuff. So it does kind of suck that they're not letting him lean more into that than just being, oh, I'm a big guy that MVP tells what to do. That shit's so stupid. But yeah, I don't think that they're going to end up.
Well, it's stupid because he can do more. That's why it's stupid. It's not like...
No, I don't have a problem with MVP.
No, I'm not. I'm saying, like, if I compared it to Andre the Giant, who you could barely understand when he talked and stuff like that. So when you had Heenan with him, that made a lot more sense than having MVP with the Omos.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the only reason that anybody even wants to see MVP with Omos is because of the outside chance that you get the fucking Hurt Business back together, yet they keep fucking squashing it every time they fucking talk about getting it back together. Just fucking put it back together, dude. MVP could actually help fucking Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin as far as mic shit.
That's the thing, too. You have Cedric and you have Shelton and you're still paying them. And there's a very easy slotted in thing that they could do that was really successful when it was around, that when it ended, nobody wanted to see it end. And you're going to keep paying them to do what they're doing now, which is not a lot. just put them in something where you can actually build that shit up, make it useful.
Yeah, I mean, because what push comes to shove, what's the first thing you can do? You can either have them go against Judgment Day if they're babies. You can have them go against LWO if they're heels. Like, you have already other stables in place. Why the hell wouldn't you just put this already previous stable that you had, even if you don't include Bobby Lashley and Omos just takes his spot, it's still something. You still have something there where you could do 6-mans and stuff like that, or 8-mans if you want to include MVP in it as well. Like, you have options there, and yet you're deciding to, hey, nah, we'd rather just pay you to come travel and eat our food and catering.
Right, doesn't make any sense.
All right, next up, we've got our first title match of the show. It is Bianca Belair defending her Raw Women's Championship against Io Sky. All right, so this is going to be interesting. I'm going to let you go first on this one, just because of I went first on the last one, and two, I really don't know where to go here.
I'm gonna go Bianca. I
am too, because Damage Control got drafted to SmackDown, so it would make no sense for Bianca to lose here. And also, I don't feel like Io's been built up big enough during the story to just magically take this title off of Bianca when Asuka couldn't do it at WrestleMania.
It seems like they're starting to try to do the Damage Control split story now too.
But doesn't it seem weird, because it seems like they're actually splitting it from Io's going to turn face, and then that Dakota and Bayley are still going to be together as a tag team going forward?
And they might do that here by having Bayley and Dakota try to interfere, and Io being like, no, I don't want you guys to interfere. I want to win it by myself, and that whole fucking thing that they've done a million times with different people. So they could do it here. Regardless, though, I don't see Io walking away with the championship, not just because of the Raw SmackDown thing, but just they haven't been built up enough, and there's no way that you have Bianca versus Asuka, who just had like a whole character overhaul and all that, and say, nah, it's still not Asuka's time, and then say, oh yeah, it's Io Sky's time. It makes no sense. It's got to be Bianca.
Yeah, I mean, you can't have her beat Bayley 3 times, then beat Asuka at WrestleMania, then beat Dakota Kai on Raw, and now you're magically going to lose to the other half of that tag team in Io. Not saying that Io isn't talented enough to do it. She clearly is, but you have to have some kind of build up to that moment, and she hasn't had that yet. Maybe there's a bigger picture involved, like you said, with the Damage Control stuff. So now, even though they all got drafted over to SmackDown, once they split, they can still feud on SmackDown instead of, hey, we're splitting you guys night 1 of the draft or whatever, and then fucking magically one of you get drafted to Raw, and then we don't ever get a conclusion to the story. So they could keep splintering the story on SmackDown. Well, I like what you said, though. I think it'll be more closer to like the old school, hey, I don't want you guys out there with me, I can do it myself type deal. They say okay, like they're okay with it, then they still try to come out later like it was a planned thing the entire time, and then it still fails, and then Io gets pissed off.
Yeah.
All right, so both picking Bianca there.
Yeah, and on the Io being good enough or whatever, Io's probably the most. Is she? If I could make an argument for Io being the best women's wrestler that they have on the entire roster, but I could make the same argument about AJ Styles, and doesn't mean that I think he should come in and win the fucking title. Like, there's a build that you have to do after you've made them look like shit for however long, and you have to rebuild them back up to make them credible again. Like, having her win just wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah, I actually would still give the slight edge to Asuka, but if I was drafting them, I would draft Io because she's younger.
Yeah.
So if I was like making up my own roster and it was a real draft that actually made sense, I would draft Io first. But I still think right now in this moment, Asuka is a little bit better. Okay, so we both picked Bianca there. Let's go with another title match. This is for the U.S. title. Austin Theory in a triple threat match against Bronson Reed and Bobby Lashley. Austin Theory is on SmackDown now. Bobby Lashley, I believe, is on SmackDown now, right? And Bronson Reed is on Raw, if I'm remembering that correctly. A lot of shit that's happened in the last couple days. Does that sound right?
I'm gonna have to look that up because I actually don't know either.
Let me look. I didn't keep all the draft picks from night 1 on the notepad, but let me see. I know Austin Theory is on SmackDown. And I remember Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre got drafted. Yes, Bobby Lashley has to be on SmackDown because Drew went to Raw, and that was the same round. and then Bronson Reed is on Raw as well. So that means the only two outcomes here could possibly be Bobby Lashley or Austin Theory in this triple threat match, as far as I'm concerned. If we're not going to just completely bungle what the fuck we just did, even though they're trying to, with the New World title. But I'm going to actually just say fuck it and give it to Austin Theory just because it's a triple threat match, and this is a way for him to easily keep his title when Bronson Reed like splashes fucking Lashley or some dumb shit.
Yeah, I agree. If Bronson Reed was on SmackDown, I might be tempted to pick him, but with the way this is all set up right now, I don't see any other. I think this is, let's put a championship match on the card where we can give the champion an excuse to retain, just so we can say we have 4 championship matches on the card, and then not fuck up our stuff. So yeah, I have Theory winning this as well.
All right, next up, we've got the other championship match. That's right, 7 matches, 3 championship matches, and 2 of them, believe it or not, are women's championship matches. Yeah, it's very impressive from WWE. Rhea Ripley is defending her SmackDown Women's Championship against Zelina Vega. No draft implications here as they're both on SmackDown.
Yeah. No draft implications.
No, wait. No, Rhea's on Raw. Bianca's on SmackDown.
Let me go. Let's see.
Bianca went to SmackDown. All the Judgment Day stayed on Raw together.
Let's see. Bianca's on SmackDown. Rhea's on Raw. And Zelina
is on SmackDown. LWO is on SmackDown.
All of them?
Yep. Yeah, they all got drafted together.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Okay, so this plays into the whole rumor that Triple H is renaming the titles anyway, and they're not going to be Raw and SmackDown. He's dropping the show names so that they don't have a Charlotte Becky situation again. So he's going to like name one the WWE World Women's title or World Women's title, and just one the Women's title or some shit like that he's going to do.
Rhea's not dropping the shit. Who cares?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not picking Zelina just because she's the SmackDown champion and she's on Raw. What they're going to do is they're going to rename the titles, because Bianca with the Raw title is now on SmackDown. They're not going to have Bianca and Rhea come out and do that dumb shit like they just had with Charlotte and Becky a year or 2 ago.
Cool trade angle.
Yes,
that everyone loved.
Exactly. That was unnecessary as fuck. That everybody said it was unnecessary. You put 2 people in a position to then have a fucking argument and scuffle backstage over something that should have never been taking place in the first place because it was stupid. So when they came out and said that Triple H is thinking about renaming the titles, I'm hoping that's the direction they go, and they don't just either try to switch the titles again or, you know, some dumb shit where they both end up losing on fucking the next week so that they can have the shit what I don't understand is Triple H literally said that this draft was going to be a draft and we were going to follow it, and that everybody was going to stay on their shit. And then immediately after, we have Rhea Ripley is SmackDown Women's Champion on Raw, and you have SmackDown Women's Champion Bianca on or Raw Champion on SmackDown, and then you've got the whole SmackDown being involved with the world title thing for the tournament. So we've done none of that you said you were going to do. You also have yet to explain why the fuck you have free agents in the first place when you have a draft and you had a supplemental draft. So there's no reason for you to have free agents at all. And the only one that would ever make sense, and that has only made sense, is Lesnar, because they built him up to be this guy that you can't fucking tell what to do for the last 7 years. So that's the only one that makes sense. Everybody else should be assigned a fucking free agent. In fact, if you had a minimum number of rounds and you didn't even have a supplemental draft, you could literally just say anybody who wasn't picked is going back to NXT. Is how you should be doing this.
What do you think about the idea that they have Ripley actually lose here, so that then she challenges Bianca?
Yeah, but where would she challenge Bianca at?
Who
if
knows?
They're on separate brands.
Who knows?
There was even a rumor that they're going to bring back brand-specific pay-per-views, which couldn't be the worst. That can't be worse an idea than that. Your rosters are not deep enough to do that. That's why they failed the first time. I don't know, man. I actually don't have an issue with Zelina winning here if they're gonna find a way to get another title on Rhea right away, because it's in Puerto Rico, obviously. So they want at least one person to pop. But I also think that Bad Bunny's gonna beat Damien, so I think that's where their big pop is. I don't think it would be with Zelina.
Yeah, I don't.
For the hometown person, I mean, is what I mean.
I don't know what the fuck they're doing with the belts. With them being
unless you just rename it and come out with the old titles, that's the only thing. That's the only thing you can do.
But there didn't used to be 2 women's titles.
Yeah, but if he's okay, well, he had no problem making this one. I'm not saying that they don't have another one in a bag back there somewhere that he's already fucking thought about this.
What do you call them though?
I just
'Cause you
told
can't
you.
call it heavyweight.
It's the same thing they're doing with the WWE titles. The WWE, you got the WWE Women's title and the WWE Women or the WWE World Heavyweight title or whatever the fuck.
You can't say heavyweight.
It's already been fucking rumored, dude. Dave Meltzer's already said this. I don't care what the fuck they call it. I just don't want them to be called Raw and SmackDown. That's it.
Can't be
That's
heavyweight.
dumb.
Can't be heavyweight.
The World Heavyweight title is going to be held by fucking people that ain't heavyweight too. So what's your point?
Is different for women's divisions.
No, it's not.
Bro, you can't have Zelina be a fucking heavyweight champion.
You can't have Rey Mysterio be a heavyweight champion. You can't have
Yes, you
Rollins
can.
be a
That
heavyweight
motherfucker
champion. You
weighs
can't have fucking
2-something.
Adam Cole be a heavyweight champion. The motherfucker still wanted him to be the world champion, so it doesn't matter. AJ Styles can't be a heavyweight champion.
Yes, the fuck he can.
No, he
What do you
can't.
think? Anything over 205 can be heavyweight.
Oh goddamn! Here you fucking go.
Yeah, that's New Japan rules, baby.
They don't even follow that shit.
They do on the numbers that they
How
say.
do they follow it if you can actually attain the title as Takahashi? He just ate a bunch of rice before he went out there against fucking Sonata.
He didn't win.
It doesn't matter. Why would he have a shot if he's not 205?
They take it away from him until he gains weight.
Man, shut the fuck up.
It's on hiatus.
We're both going Rhea though because that's just
because
the
the
safe
juniors
pick.
never win those fucking matches. That's why.
It doesn't matter.
You can't call it heavyweight.
The option to win is there, which means he should not be able to fucking do it if that's a strict policy that you follow. The end.
That's the secret. The option's never there because it's scripted.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those weight limits are still real to you, damn it.
They sure the fuck are.
That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
You ever seen that picture of Adam Cole standing beside Zack Sabre Jr.? Back when they used to bill Adam Cole as fucking 5'11". But Zack Sabre Jr. is billed at 6 foot because he's actually 6 foot. And the motherfucker's like this beside him. And it says 5'11" and 6 foot.
Maybe he didn't have his lifts on in his boots. Was he wearing his gear?
I don't remember. But I know the motherfucker was about 6 inches shorter. So.
Hey man, his head still goes over the top rope. So
Yeah.
that's all you need. You just need the visual, honestly. All right, we're going both Rhea because it's the safe pick, but I would not be shocked if they had Zelina win. But then it's gonna open up a whole
makes
new
even less
can of
sense.
worms. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Agree. Next up, speaking of Bad Bunny and Damian Priest in a San Juan street fight.
Bro, no fucking shot that they have Damian Priest win this. Zero chance.
Yeah, I don't see how that happens either because one, it's no DQ, so LWO
Right.
can come out and help him, and that you protect Priest, and you still get Bunny over with the victory. If you ever want to go to Puerto Rico again, Bad Bunny's winning here. Let's
Right.
just be real here.
Yeah. No, this is so obvious to me. You don't book somebody in the area that they're most popular in the entire fucking world as a celebrity guest and then have them lose to a guy that's not like the top fucking guy.
And the guy who facilitated the entire pay-per-view for existing in Puerto Rico in the first place.
Right. So yeah, no shot. It's absolutely gonna be Bad Bunny.
He's the host. He's probably gonna be in the main event. I don't know if they're actually gonna put him in the main event or not. That's what it's listed as right now, but it wouldn't shock me if he's in the main event and he loses. You better get the fuck out of there as fast as you can.
My thought is they have Rhea beat Zelina earlier in the night, and that's earlier in the night so that the crowd can go, oh, boo, whatever, get over it. And then by the time the main event comes around, then they can all go home happy because they see Bad Bunny win. Like that's,
Yeah, and they can have
just makes
Zelina get
sense.
like a flying head scissor takeover on Rhea to get her revenge, to get her out of the match and shit like that, so that you can help Bad Bunny beat Damian Priest.
Right.
Next up, the rumored actual main event we're going to go to next. That's the 6-man tag, which I hope it's not the main event. It is Riddle, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn against the Bloodline. which is obviously the Usos and the Uso that they don't recognize as an Uso, Solo Sikoa. If you watch SmackDown, they're like Solo's like, yeah, I'm gonna do my job. You can just make sure you do yours. And they're acting like they're not even brothers, dude. It's fucking weird. So does WWE not recognize that they are actual brothers and that Solo is just a different Samoan altogether and he's more related to Roman than he is them? Because I don't understand why the dialogue and the tension is like it is.
I don't know. Maybe he feels like they got there and were super successful and they're squandering it, and now he's not going to do that. And he's like, they are brothers, but he's like, well, y'all are fucking up and I'm not. And I don't know, man. It's weird. You would think they would play into it more.
I'm actually going to go Bloodline here, by the way.
Yeah, I am too, because
they need a win.
There's no titles on the line, and they need a fucking win. They've been losing constantly lately. And fuck Matt Riddle. He could take the pin here and then maybe get fired. That'd be great.
Well, I doubt he's going to get fired, but...
Well, we can all dream.
So you're going Bloodline as well?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Goddamn,
this is our typical prediction sure to be wrong WWE pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Everybody, we're all picking the same shit.
We usually have at least one or two different, though.
Well, I mean, WrestleMania is a different animal because it's 2 nights. But, like, these standalone ones on WWE, this is pretty accurate, honestly.
Pretty straightforward.
The funny thing is we actually do worse at WWE predictions than we do AEW ones. Because they never do what the fuck they should be doing in WWE. All right, and then, of course, my main event.
Oh, yeah.
2 white guys with blonde hair in Puerto Rico. Oh, shit. So, Brock Lesnar, the most racist fucking champion of all time, just destroying all the black champions. Bobby Lashley, Big E, Kofi Kingston. And Ricochet when he wasn't a champion in fucking 30 seconds. It's going to go against the dude that saved racism in Cody Rhodes.
Saved racism?
Well, stopped racism, I should say. Yeah,
there you go.
Cured racism. How about that? So you got, this is the battle of epic proportions over in Puerto Rico. The savior of the blacks versus the plantation owner of Canada. All right, so we got
when he came out in that fucking cowboy hat. I was hoping that Cody came out in a little toofty, the little orange thing. Yeah, whatever the fuck it's called. Oh god,
I don't know. Are you talking about the press conference?
No, the other night on the actual show.
Oh, okay, yeah. When he came out to, and then
came
Cody
out
showed up
behind him
or
and
whatever.
fucking
Yeah.
Nailed him. Yeah.
Oh fuck. So yeah, this is okay. So which member of the Aryan race do you think is going to win this match? And see, this is the one. This is actually the one I don't know the most because every part of me says Cody, but Vince loves Brock Lesnar so much, and I don't have a real idea either way. I think I'm going to go Cody. I'm going to let you go first though. The other thing is that if you did watch Raw, you know that Cody possibly has a receipt. Well, he has a receipt coming, and he's probably going to break his fucking neck during this match. So do you really want Cody to go over when he's going to be out for the next year? For those of you that don't know what we're talking about, Cody popped that motherfucker for real when he turned around with the punch. Brock went straight down, and they never touched each other again. And then when you looked at Brock and you're trying to figure out why the fuck is Brock not going after this motherfucker, and he's just smiling. Then they pan the camera over to the other side of his face, and his face is all fucking marked up because Cody got him for real. So that's fucking great. And Cody is going to be suplexed at least 20 times.
The fan angle on it, though, I mean, Brock took a pretty good bump. He jumped straight up into the air, did like a flat back bump, like he got fucking nailed. And I didn't realize until afterward that he actually got fucking hit. But the bump that he took for it was like, he sold like he wanted it to be pretty stiff. So I don't know that he's actually that upset about it. But I imagine it'll be a pretty stiff match because, you know, Cody Rhodes' dumbass is going to go in there and be like, hey, bud, just make sure you look real for my dad. Oh, fuck. I don't think you do this match without having Cody win it, because then you kind of fuck up the Cody story if he loses to Brock here.
Man, come on, man. Don't start your shit on here with the story shit. The story was ruined at WrestleMania, okay? Let's just be real. Yes, it was. We're not going to get into it. The story was ruined. The story's over. It's a different, whole different book. This is that story has been set on fire by Triple H.
The story is
Terrible.
ongoing. It's a good story. I like the part where Roman won. Again. I don't think it makes any sense to have Brock win this. Unless they're gonna put him in a major program right after. Because whoever wins the tournament, assuming it's not Cody, let's say it is Rollins, it's probably Cody that comes for Rollins then, right? To get the belt? I don't think they have Cody win the tournament to get the belt. That seems boring as fuck.
If the argument is that Cody has not had enough adversity to get the title yet, which is asinine, why would you then, your first match out, beat Brock Lesnar of all people? That makes no sense.
He's overcoming the adversity of Brock Lesnar.
And I would swear to God, I'm going to slap the shit out of you, dude.
He already said, he said the other night during his promo, he said, hell yeah, I'm scared. And then that's the adversity he's overcoming. He says, well, I'm scared, but I'm gonna beat Brock Lesnar. So
he's scared that if he loses his match, he'll be turned back into Stardust. That's why he's scared. The other thing is about this match is the fact that fucking Lesnar, like you said, is going to be in Saudi Arabia at that show, at Night of Champions. It's too much money not to be. So who the fuck would his opponent be if Cody is locked up in a match with, I don't fucking know, whoever the fuck's on SmackDown side, which is stupid because I want the final to be Rollins and Cody and Rollins to go over so bad. So that makes me think that Cody's probably gonna either beat or lose tomorrow night, and then fucking
win the
beat
tournament, and then Brock has
Lesnar
a
at
claim
Saudi.
for it. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Rhodes can lose here, win the tournament, and then Brock's music hits and says, I just beat the shit out of you, and now I want a chance at that belt. And then Cody can win that too, because when he's fighting for a belt, he just tries so much harder because of his dad.
There's other ways to do it too, but like I just don't know which way they're gonna go, which is why this one is the most difficult for me to predict. Is because you could also have Cody win here, and then Lesnar could fuck him up in Saudi to cost him the title.
Or adversity.
Or in the first round even, because like I said, Cody shouldn't even be getting to the final because it should be Rollins from the Raw side. So it doesn't even matter because it's going to be a Raw guy versus a SmackDown guy in the final, which is fucking stupid. So you're going to have to cost Cody the match before that, especially if Lesnar has a match already on Saudi anyway. So like on a Raw or whatever, you fucking cost Cody his match. Maybe even the next night on Raw, because you're going to have two triple threats on both Raw and SmackDown this upcoming week. Cody's going to be in one, Seth's going to be in one. If Cody looks like he's about to win and he just beat Lesnar the previous night at Backlash, then why wouldn't you have Brock come out and fuck him up, and then you can have that match again at Saudi Arabia?
Has Brock explained what the fuck his problem is with Cody at all yet?
No, Cody did the same shit that everybody else explained on Twitter and tried to spin it that next night. Oh, I guess he was mad because he wasn't in the main event of WrestleMania. Motherfucker, what are you talking about? He's barely in the main event of WrestleMania. There was one year that he was in the fucking first match as champ.
He asks to work first so that he can go home early.
Maybe he was mad because he didn't get to work on night one.
Oh,
he was first match on night two. He wanted to be first match on night one so he could be at the house.
Yeah.
And now he's taking it out on Cody.
That's
because
Cody's
fuck
fault.
Cody.
That's Cody's fault for sure. This storyline doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I thought he would have like a good explanation the next night or something. Maybe within a week they would come up with something that makes sense. But no, it's just, well, Brock Lesnar, he's a real big, mean guy. Like, okay. There's no fucking character work here at all. But, yeah.
What made it less sense is because of who he was going against in that tag match. Like, you would think Cody or that Brock would want to fucking get his hands on Roman anyway.
Right. Yeah, it made no sense.
I guess I'm gonna have to ask you, man. Who do you got? I'm going with Cody because I'm not racist.
I was about to say Lesnar, but now I can't.
Yeah, I'm not racist. You can be racist if you want.
I don't want to be racist.
If you want people to know that about you, but I can't do it. Cody is for the people.
I think I have to do it for.
You're going for Lesnar, or you're going with Lesnar rather, not for Lesnar. I guess I should say. I mean, you might be going for Lesnar too. I don't know fucking know. I gotta go Cody here. I can't. Between the two Aryan races, I want to go with America, not Germany.
Weird fucking way to phrase that.
They're both blonde hair, blue eyed motherfuckers. What are you talking about? I'm pretty sure anyway.
Listen.
I'm going Cody. Are you gonna pick different?
I think so. I think I'm gonna go Lesnar.
Is it gonna be the only one we pick different?
Yeah. And I'm not confident. I just don't want us all to pick.
No,
the same
I'm not
fucking
confident in
thing.
mine. What the fuck are you talking about, guy?
I don't want us to pick the same thing every time, and whatever. I'll go Lesnar.
It'd be
It's not
crazy
about-
if Cody
not about
won, or if Lesnar wants us to go on first, and then we already know who the fuck won the pay per view after the first match. It'll be funny though, because if that's what he's really mad at Cody about, now think about this. If he's really mad at Cody because he got the main event and then Lesnar didn't, and then this match doesn't main event, does that even make any sense with the storyline that he's mad because he didn't main event WrestleMania?
Well, no, it just means that his next feud is against Bad Bunny. Brock Lesnar versus Bad Bunny time next. Hell yeah.
Man, this is crazy. Like I don't mind the match happening. I think it's a cool match, Brock versus Cody. There's nothing behind it that's supposed to make me interested in the Cody saga at all.
Yeah.
The Cody verse is literally lost right now.
They have to make Brock's actions make sense, because he wasn't doing it for a title. He wasn't doing it for revenge of anything that we fucking know about. He wasn't doing it like to get back at it. Like it just doesn't. You have to fucking explain what his issue is. That's why nobody's really that invested in it. It's just like it doesn't fucking make any sense.
Anyway, that's our prediction. Sure to be wrong. Don't bet on these predictions, okay? Except for Cody, because he's for America. You fucking do it, because he's going to win. And don't forget that tagline. That's the one I'm least confident about. So don't fucking bet on that match at all. Actually,
You could probably bet on
fucking
that.
everybody. We picked the same on this show except for the last one, Cody and Brock. Ryan went Brock. I went Cody. We're gonna see if he can gain another match on me after this one is over. Any last thoughts on this pay-per-view before we get out of here?
You can bet on the Bad Bunny one. You'll win. Just bet Bad Bunny.
Yeah,
You're not gonna
well,
have
yeah.
him lose.
You can bet on. I agree. You can bet on Bad Bunny winning.
This is not financial advice.
And honestly, if there was a second favorite, I'd go with the Rollins over Omos match.
Yeah.
If Rollins loses to Omos,
I'll
I
wear
might not
stilts.
show up on the show on Sunday. Like, let's be real.
You have to wear stilts with your sombrero if Omos wins.
All right, guys, that's going to be it for this episode of Predictions Sure to be Wrong, WWE Backlash edition. Let us know in the comments below who your predictions are. Are you racist? Are you not racist? Let us know for the Cody versus Brock Lesnar match. We want to know. Can you block people on YouTube? I'm not even sure if you can, but if you're going for Brock Lesnar, I'm probably going to block you because you're racist. I'm just letting you know right now. Just go ahead and get that out there. Also, I wanted to throw this out there. Just want to tell everybody that don't forget that when we get to 100 subscribers, we're at 80 something right now. I will be giving away a pair of my Macho Man Pro Wrestling Tee socks. That's why I'm rocking the Macho Man shirt today. Actually, I forgot to grab the socks actually to show you, but they are still wrapped up in the packaging. I'll bring them out for the next actual episode or whatever of Draft Night 2. I'll bring them out because that'll be a YouTube exclusive video as well. So when we hit 100 subscribers, I will give away the Pro Wrestling Tee Macho Man socks, and I'll show them off on the Draft Night 2 coverage. But that is Predictions Sure to be Wrong. Don't bet on them. That's Ryan. I'm Jack. And I'll still be prediction champion once Backlash is over. So, that's something we can all look forward to. Deuces.
Hey guys, did you like that video? If so, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. You can also catch full episodes of the MonsterCast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. And you can also catch us live every Sunday on Twitch. All links in the description below, along with some sweet merch from yours truly, the MonsterCast. Deuces.